Grand rising, or whatever time of day it is you're watching me. Welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, A.G. Green. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. So thankful and grateful to be with you. So thankful and grateful. Hit the chat so I can see and make sure that that's working. Also here on YouTube, streaming live on YouTube. And you can post this link also in our Patreon community and family. Go ahead and post it on Facebook. I might pick up a couple of people since we're in the mainstream space today. Great rising to you, Brenda, and to our resident therapist. Cotton. Yes, you can share this link in Facebook today. Patreon situation is doing what it's doing, but nevertheless, we are here. You can't see and hear me well. Wonderful. Anybody else? Anybody else? Again, Revolution Sundays with yours truly, A.G. Green. Tag, share, like, share as many likes, of course, as you can. Thank you so much for allowing us to be connected on this particular day. We're getting ready to pray. So good to see everybody who's jumping on. Grand rising to you, Monica. Grand rising to you, Marissa. Almighty, we're so thankful and grateful for this opportunity to connect and to gather, lead us and guide us into truth. Thank you for newfound information, new wisdom that we glean, new identities that we're embodying, new levels, new opportunities. We thank you for our expansion in consciousness and awareness. And we just praise you even more for the light that shines in us to the world, that men may see the good works and glorify the Father that is in us, working with us and through us. And we bless you as we remember the name, the power, the example, and the way of Yeshua. It is so, and so it is. If you're just joining us, you're watching Revolution Sundays with yours truly, A.G. Green. Got some wonderful things to share with you on today. Thank you for tagging, sharing, and texting. Again, if you want to put this on Facebook, since we're on YouTube, anybody can stop by. I promise to be nice. Visit us at theaggreen.com. That's theaggreen.com. And of course, you can connect with our spiritual community, patreon.com/AGGreen now. That's patreon.com/AGGreen now. And follow me on the various social media channels. I have a video out TikTok now. You need to get those views up and get the message out. At AG Green now, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and YouTube. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, is what Philippians chapter 4, verse 13 says. I want you to type in the comment section, I can. Come on, type it in the comment section. I can. That's it. Type it in the comment section. I can. At some point in time, you're going to have to tell yourself that. At some point in time, you're going to have to embody that. At some point in time, I should say, you're going to have to know that. At some moment, you must allow it to be who and what you are. Embrace it. Embrace it, own it, live it, walk it out, be it. I can. I can regulate my heart, I can regulate my thoughts, I can control my emotions, I can master my life, I can manifest anything. Yes, I can. Come on, type it in the comment section. I can. Come on, type it in the comment section. I can. I can. You've got to know that you know that you know that you know that I can. I can. And it is in partnership with Christ. It is in partnership with the Christ mind. You are one. The same mind that was in Christ is the same mind that should be in you. And with a little bit of awareness and faith, you can access it and activate it. I can. I can. I can. Yes, I can. I can. I can. Now to him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, and it is according to the power that worketh in us. I want you to type in the comment section after you have spoken these words, I am powerful. Come on, type it in the comment section. I am powerful. Speak it and type it. I am powerful. There is a power that is resident, that lives in all of us. You inherently possess power, and you have an automatic connection through awareness and faith to the creator, source, and sustainer that is in you, that is a part of you, that is really indivisible from you. That's it. Own the power. Speak the power. Declare, I am powerful. You're so powerful that you're going to control your day. You're so powerful that you're going to be led and guided to the right places. You are so powerful, and to opportunities are going to manifest to provide and to supply. I am powerful. You've got to dig deep, as some would say, in the belly of your spirit and summon divine power that you've been endowed with, that you were born with. It's such a wonderful thing to have an awareness and a knowing. And I am powerful. Yeshua says, greater works than these shalt thou do, because I go to the Father. But before he said that, actually afterwards, Paul says he thought it not robbery to be equal with God. He was one with the creator, source, and sustainer, and so are you and I. Abandon the weakness, frail mentality. Sometimes we might refer to our flesh as that, or our minds as that, but we shouldn't. You are dynamic and you are powerful. And it's time for you to walk it out. It's time for you to live it, and it's time for you to be it. Praise and gratitude alert. Praise and gratitude alert. Come on. Tell me at least one thing that you are thankful for, or express gratitude to the divine, the source, God, the creator for on today, or just something in general you are thankful for. I'm thankful for health, strength, and a sound mind, or a balance, I should say, a healthy mind. What are you thankful for today? What do you give praise for today? Real quickly, it's all right for you to speak it out loud before you type it or after you type it. It's all right for you to express thankfulness and gratefulness. There's just something that opens the channels within us as spirit to the creator, with us as spirit to the universe. And there's something that impacts the mental filter when we just know how to be thankful and grateful for all things. Somebody says, thankful for health. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? Who else? What are you thankful and what are you grateful for on today? What are you thankful and what are you grateful for on today? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What are you thankful for today? All right. Chrissy says, thankful for my love and family. My heart is full. Wonderful. Immensely, endlessly thankful for you as well. Who else? Thank you so much. Let's see. Brenda says, thankful and grateful for divine health. All is well with family. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anybody else? What are you thankful and grateful for on today? What are you thankful and grateful for on today? So thankful, so thankful, so thankful, so grateful. Put your hand on your heart and speak out loud the things you're thankful for right now. Put your hands on your heart real quickly. Let's do this in 15 seconds. Go. Just speak it out loud. Love, health, strength, family, vitality, food, clothing, shelter, abundance, the ability to help and serve others, understanding, intimacy with God, the source, the creator, understanding, enlightenment, elevation, empowerment, the ability to give and to receive. Just whatever it is, speak it right now. Healing and wholeness in your body. That's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What a wonderful, 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 wonderful thing it is to be thankful and grateful. Who did it and who felt it when you did it? It's awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, so awesome, so wonderful. Real quickly, what are you eating and sipping? Talk to me, family. What are you eating and sipping? Checking in now. What are you eating and sipping? I just finished it. Still got a little left, but an organic blueberry muffin with some coffee. What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? I guess I could say I'm feeling motivated and inspired. Now talk back to me. What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. I live vicariously through you. Let's see. Brenda says, sipping flavored water. Excellent. A resident mystic says, sipping Skittles Kool-Aid. What? Didn't even know there was such a thing as Skittles Kool-Aid. Fascinating. Didn't even know it existed. Okay. Sounds very intriguing. What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Share with us. What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Brenda says, feeling great. Wonderful, wonderful. Who else? Who else? What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Fascinating. So is it just an out west thing? Fascinating. Fascinating. It looked like Chris is trying to say banana nut muffin or sipping coffee, feeling good. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wonderful. Anybody else? Anybody else? Thank you all so much for sharing on this particular day. And I'm getting ready to get into the teaching. Just want to quickly remind you all about the 7-day manifestation prayer and activation pack. All right, let's see. Our resident therapist says, feeling great and drinking lemon water. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If you have not gotten your 7-day manifestation and activation pack, you should get it as quickly as possible. Visit divinespeciesshop.com. That is divinespeciesshop.com. I'm not going to put up the graphic today. I'm going to get into this teaching, and hopefully we will evolve, transcend, We will evolve, transform, and transcend together on today. All right, our resident therapist keeps up with our installments, and he says this is part 4. It is well, and all is well. It is well, and all is well. I want you to type that today as a declaration over your life in the comment section. It is well, and all is well. It is well, and all is well. It is well, and all is well. Tap that in the comment section. It is well, and all is well. Today, looks like one of our assistants is on today. We're going to look at 2 Kings chapter 4, and we want to start at verse 32, and we're going to go down to verse 37. 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 32 through 37. We'll be working from that on this particular day. Thank you. It is well, and all is well. And you can put those verses up 1 and 2 at a time if you want to. King James, I guess, is fine today. Or King James and New King James, whichever one you choose. I want to say, as the scriptures are being prepared to be put up, that one of the things about affirmations, memorizations. Listen, I want to pause and honor somebody in the comment section today. I received a call to call Trina. Trina is one of our long-term viewers. She goes way back to Miracle Time. My apologies, Trina. I'm going to call you. I'm told she's recovering from a heart situation. That's all I'm going to say. Well, I'll just say a heart attack. I want us to show Trina some love right now. I'm going to call and pray for you. My sister Janet reached out to me, and I think I got your cousin's number. I was really wanting your number so I could talk to you directly. How are you, Trina? And I'm going to be reaching out to you this week to pray for you over the phone. Let's show some love to Trina, recovering from what I was told was a heart attack. So glad to see you. I'm not trying to put you on the spot or embarrass you, Trina. I am genuinely glad to know that you are recovering and know that God, the creator, the source, the sustainer,'s hand, he is working in you, with you, and through you to keep you in what my father used to call the land of the living. So if y'all don't mind, show Trina some love today. She's a miracle. We're so glad to see her. She normally comes on Facebook, but she's been on YouTube, but she goes back with us about 3-4 years. And yes, this is a loving community, and we are glad to see you, Trina. We praise God for you. We are so thankful that you are still here, and we are in agreement with you for wholeness. So I will be reaching out to you this week to pray for you directly. I know her cousin, who's a nationally renowned recording artist, and so we are grateful for you, Trina, and others chime in throughout the broadcast. Okay, the text is coming up, and then I'm going to finish the statement I was going to make. King James Version. And when Elisha was come into the house, behold, the child was dead and laid upon his bed. He went therefore and shut the door upon them twain and prayed unto the Lord. And he went up and laid upon the child and puts his mouth upon his mouth and his eyes upon his eyes and his hands upon his hands, and stretched himself upon the child. And the flesh of the child waxed warm. Then he returned and walked into the house to and fro, and went up and stretched himself upon him. And the child sneezed 7 times. And the child opened his eyes. And he called Gehazi and said, call this Shunammite. So he called her. And when she was come in unto him, he said, take thy son. 37. Then she went in and fell at his feet and bowed herself to the ground and took her son and went out. All right, took her son and went out. More love being shown to you today, Trina. We are most definitely thankful and appreciative for you on today. Now, I want to say a couple of things as we're discussing this woman who was divinely, supernaturally, we would perceive to have become pregnant. Conception apparently was something we believe that is inferred from the text, that it eluded her until she opened her heart, opened her mind, and opened a space in her consciousness to both feed the prophet and his assistant, and then house the prophet and his assistant. In turn, she received a divine favor to be able to bear a son. That son eventually, at the age of between 4 and 6 years old, died while in the fields, just, playing probably and out there with the reapers or the harvesters. This woman has become globally renowned because the prophet used his abilities to manifest divine favor to produce the child within this woman. The dream and the desire she had died. As the sun lay on her lap until noon, he died. She sends for a servant or a driver to drive her to meet the prophet. And she speaks to her husband, I'm looking for the prophet. It is well. And then on the way there to meet the prophet, when she greets him, she says, it is well. Now, we attached an addendum to that. It is well and all is well. I want to say this. Number one, this woman created a state of consciousness that was her own. She was in the middle of experiencing what we call death, and it literally was the death of a dream. We could say the death of her heart, the death of what might in the moment meant everything to her. Instead of her siding with death, instead of her siding with doom, instead of her siding with fear and anger and anxiety and all of these other emotions we experience, she decided it is well. And remember, the word well in English is from the Hebrew word shalom. And we talked about shalom and shalom, exactly what it means in terms of completeness. It's not just about peace. It contains an abundance component, a healing and health component. She said, it is well. I want you to realize that as we look at this woman in this text, how she maintains, even though she's sad and hurting, a composure, resting in that state of consciousness that it is shalom. It is whole. It is complete. It is done, regardless of what the situation said. I want you to realize a couple of things. Number one, many times people stop affirming and confirming and speaking things too soon. I want you to understand, number two, this is how we condition the heart. This is how the spirit gets to condition the heart. And this is how the heart gets to connect with the spirit. And this is how the subconscious gets to connect with the conscious mind. And the conscious mind gets to connect with the subconscious. By saying something with deep conviction and feeling over and over and over again until it is our state of consciousness and we embody that state. She refused to be rattled by death that was laying on the bed in the room she made for the prophet. She left her son in a lifeless state to pursue the one who manifested this divine favor within her. And the whole time she's maintaining a consciousness and an awareness and a belief that it is well and all is well. This is not a cliche, family. I want you to get I want you to get away from thinking that words are powerless. I want you to get away from thinking that what we think, imagine, and speak works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. No, it always works on the positive or the negative side. I want you to realize that these are part of spiritual principles that all spiritual beings live by in terms of faith, in terms of holding a conviction in consciousness, in terms of holding a belief in consciousness, and then seeing it manifest, seeing it come to pass, seeing it come into existence. This is how we function in this world, period. And again, for Christians who don't understand what manifestation is, if you are watching me on a device, that's manifestation. What did God have to do with a phone? What God has to do with a phone is that God is one with the person who came up with the idea to design the phone. What does God have to do with a house? That person is one with God. They are a spirit hooked up to an eternal spirit that has creative power and creative abilities. And again, whatever it thinks, whatever it believes, whatever it imagines, whatever it's convicted by, whatever it speaks in terms of the spirit that we call the person, it's going to come into existence. When you declare it is well and all is well, even when you might start and don't feel it, if you continue to declare and decree it, you will embody it. And before you know it, you'll be processing and filtering everything that happens in your life based on a solid belief that no matter what happens, it is well and all is well. So you have creative power, you have creative abilities. And when you decide that you're going to believe something, then this whole physical universe has no choice but to align with what you believe, because this is how things have been designed to be. Now, understand how specific the narrator is in giving us a good snapshot, a good picture as to what's taking place in this text today. This woman is, again, in a state of being heartbroken, but maintaining her faith, maintaining a faith identity, a faith consciousness. I can't emphasize that enough. You've got to hold your state. You got to hold your frame. I'm going to say it again. You got to maintain your state. You got to hold your frame in terms of a faith identity and faith consciousness. You cannot allow anybody to move you. We'll say it again. You cannot allow anybody to move you. This woman was facing the alternative, facing what she left at home in terms of something that would have been permanent in the child's release from the physical body, meaning somatic death. But that's not the outcome she wanted. That's not the outcome she believed. That's not the outcome she desired. I want you to hear me real clearly. The next thing is, I want you to type this in the comment section. I want you to type this in the comment section. Who am I in this story? Type that in the comment section. Who am I in this story? Type that for us in the comment section. Who am I in this story? The reason why is because I think that sometimes where teachers and preachers fail in deliberating in the presentation of a text is that for the most part, they come from places of strength. There are times we utilize the space of weakness, the place of weakness to encourage, to empower. But for the most part, it's typically from a place of strength or a place of being a recipient of some kind of help or support. I'm not saying that's bad, but what I want to pronounce clearly to you today is that it is possible for you to be all persons in any story. And in this particular text, in this particular presentation, it is possible for you to be all characters in this story. I want you to catch this. You could be the Shunammite woman. You could be the Shunammite woman's husband. You could be Gehazi, the servant or the assistant to Elisha. And you could also be Elisha in the story. And lastly, you could be the son who died. So who are you in the story? And a lot of times, like when this text is presented, people are either the Shunammite woman who's relying on Elijah, who represents the creator, who represents the divine, who represents the source, who represents God. And that's pretty much it. But it is very possible that you're Gehazi in this story, watching things unfold. Maybe your position in life is you don't require Elisha the way the Shunammite woman did. Maybe you require an example to watch that from Gehazi's perspective. Are you catching? Or maybe you are coming from the perspective of the one who has died. You're not the one who lost the dream. Maybe you are the dream that died, which would place you in the role of the boy in this story. I want you to see yourself in the text. I want you to see yourself in the characters. I want you to see yourself in the story. And lastly, as I said before, you could be all of them. You could literally be the husband who feels disconnected from everything that's going on, who's watched the tragedy unfold. His wife is giving him very little information, and he's relying maybe on her faith and relying, of course, on the faith and the power of the prophet. Catch this. There is a word of encouragement and a word of empowerment and a word of knowledge and a word of wisdom and empowerment for whatever role you play, whatever role you are, whatever character you are, whether one, two, or all of them in the text. The Bible helps us to understand from the description of the narrator, and it was placed on screen for us that when the prophet arrived after the staff didn't work, and it was recognized that presence was required. Presence was required. He came into the house, and the text says the child was laying dead on his bed. Dead on the prophet's bed. I could shut the whole text down. I could shut the whole rest of the message down in terms of my notes and preach that for the next hour. It is possible to be operating at a high clip spiritually, at a high level spiritually, to walk with the creator, source, and sustainer intimately, and still have something dead on your bed. A lot of times we go through this life, hear what I'm saying, and we believe, especially in this community, when we know we live in a state of consciousness and awareness of the power that we possess, of the oneness we have with God, and the ability to choose, including timelines we want to live in by the decisions that we make, including partnering with God to see the outcome we want. When we have this knowledge, when we have this recognition, and of course, we're talking about faith as well. We looked at Mark 11:24 and other texts that show us faith is identity, faith is a state of being. And again, faith decides outcomes and events. We know these things. But even in knowing these things, you could wake up one morning and something you love is dead in your bed. Did you catch what I just said? Think it not strange. Again, a life of what you idealistically consider to be perfection is good. It's good for you to consider that. But no matter what power you possess, and no matter what level of God, of consciousness, of the creator that you walk in or abide, the level you abide on, understand and recognize things will pop up at times, and it could be something that's dead in the bed of your life. It died on your watch. It's dead on your watch. It became deceased on your watch. It deteriorated on your watch. When the prophet woke up that morning, we know he didn't know this was going to happen, because when he finally met the Shunammite woman after talking to Gehazi, he said, "The Lord has hid it from me." I could tell she's vexed and disturbed. Listen, it is possible to wake up any particular morning, and I'm not talking about physical death, but physical death could be it. It could be the death of a loved one, death of something close to you. It could be the death of a job, the death of a business, the death of a career, the death of a relationship, something going on with your health that's in decline, that something going on in your mind that's in decline, that could be appeared to be dead in the bed where you reside, in the bed where you sleep, in the bed where you occupy, in the place where you rest, in the place where you live. The question is, what do you do when you arrive to your room and something that should be alive and something that you want to be alive appears to be lifeless? It's a good question for everybody to consider who's viewing me on today. He was lying dead in his bed. The prophet went in and shut the door behind the two of them. And the text says, prayed to the Lord. Now, hear me, family. Hear what I'm saying today. I feel this. Listen, I feel the presence. We call it the anointing. I'm sensing this strong on this word today, on this teaching today. Somebody needs to hear what I'm saying. There are some places you go, you can't take everybody with you. I want you to type this in the comment section. There are some places I'm going, I can't take everyone with me. Type that in the comment section. There are some places I'm going, I can't take everybody with me. Or you can say, there are some places I'm going, and I can't take everybody with me. See, you would think, and there are cases where parents have been involved, but even with Yeshua has been in a similar situation where he goes in and closes the door to the outside world. Elisha and Gehazi go in and close the door. Hear me. There comes a time and comes a space where you enter a situation with people who are prepared for the pop-up, who are prepared for the challenge, who are prepared for the dead in your bed, who are prepared, watch this, to see the manifestation of light from death, who are prepared to see you unleash a power that transitions a situation or circumstances back from the dead into life. Hear me. There are situations that require somebody to be in agreement with you, somebody who thinks similar to you, somebody who's going to believe what you believe, somebody who's got you through thick and thin, somebody, watch this, who has a faith and optimism at the highest level, regardless of what they see. Now, I'm not saying that this text did not have more narrative, that it did not have more in terms of speaking, in terms of dialogue. There it is. I'm not saying that, but I do recognize from this text that he does not go in and start talking about how dead the child is. He does not go in and say, this looks bad. He does not go in and say something like, well, let the will of God be done. No, he went in and shut the door. Sometimes you have to shut the door on people. They don't understand the room you just entered. They don't understand what it takes to work miracles in that room, what it takes to change a situation in your life or somebody else's life. They don't understand what it takes for you to do what you're getting ready to do. So you leave them outside. They might be doubters. They might not be believers. They might not have that level of faith. I need you to hear me. This is why you can't discuss the depths of your plans and your visions with everybody either, because they don't understand. You can't take them in the room with you and tell them what you're getting ready to do or show them what you're trying to do. Because when they enter that room, it might be with some cynicism. It might be with some jealousy. Hear me. It might be with some excessive negativity that you don't need. So you shut the door on these people. Stop letting everybody into a space where miracles need to be worked. Stop letting everybody into a space in your life and you are telling them things that they can't begin to understand, they can't begin to connect with, or sometimes people don't even want to see you accomplish what you're telling them you're getting ready to accomplish. Stop inviting them in the room. You can't tell everybody everything. Some stuff you can only trust a couple of people with, and that's it. Shut the door. Lord have mercy. Y'all quiet. Somebody must be listening real good. Y'all know you want to share it with your children, your children. I know you want to share it sometime with parents. You can't share it. It's a blessing, family. How can two walk together? The text, it says in another place, unless they agree. When you shut that door, it's got to be somebody who's in agreement with you. Hear me. Now, Gehazi did not possess the kind of power that Elijah had. He could have, but he didn't. But one thing Elisha knew is that Gehazi had seen them work many miracles. Gehazi is not in here doubting. Gehazi is in here preparing and believing that whatever the prophet says or does is going to manifest. Shut that door. Secondly, maybe you are the prophet in this case, the principal character, the protagonist. Hear what I'm saying today. As you are looking at your dream, laying on that bed, or looking at the dream of somebody else, or looking at a dream in particular, or looking at something you need to accomplish, something that needs to shift, something that needs to change, laying dead on your bed, you have got to have a rock solid, cemented, rooted and grounded type of faith in your creator and in the power you possess to know that it's possible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When you look at your finances, do you know that it's possible for it to shift? I'm asking you that question. When you look at the turmoil that appears to be present in your life, do you know that it's possible for it to shift? When you look at things that need to radically shift and alter, to change in your favor, but it looks dead and lifeless, do you believe it has the power to change? Do you believe it has the power to shift? I want you to hear me. Catch what I'm saying today. Just as in today's times, I'm going to go on record and say this. I would probably say that death probably might be more mastered in the medical community than the spiritual community. Because through the advancements of medical science, lives are being extended. And the reason I say that is because, not just because of the advancement of technology, but because of the decline and devolution of faith in the so-called believers, because most of them get to the point, yeah, they'll babble and pray and fast, but their faith, the person laying on the bed, doesn't understand how to activate awareness to allow God to manifest with them healing. And then the people that are praying for them have all kinds of thoughts going through their mind that are not consistent with a unified faith to even release any power most of the time. Yes, I'm going to say most of the time, to help manifest a person coming back from the dead or near death experience. It happens many times. I grew up watching it happen. But I also grew up watching people, when they heard certain diagnoses, saying, well, they need to get their house in order, or, well, look like the Lord just going to take them home, or look like it's just the Lord will. They pretty much given up. I know the church world, when they hear stage 4 cancer, they'll be talking about, oh, yes, the Lord, God, with God, all things are possible. And he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised. They quote all these texts. But when they hear stage 4, they automatically say, well, it's going to take a miracle. Yeah, this is probably over with. This is the thinking that's in her mind. But when you are in the role of this prophet, watch this. I want you to type this in the comment section. Type this in the comment section. Everybody on this broadcast, this is what you're going to type. Everybody watching, has an Elisha in them? Type that in the comment section. Everybody watching has an Elisha, S-H-A, Elisha in them. I want you to type that in the comment section. Yes, Elisha represents God, the divine, a higher level of being, a higher level of power, a higher level of connection with the creator, source, and sustainer, the spirit of God. All of us have an Elisha in us. Wow. Wow. Elisha, E-L-I-S-H-A, because that's who we're talking about here. Elisha. All of us, family. Just like we have the Christ mind in us. I'm using this as an example today. We have an Elisha. We have an Elisha in us. Every last one of us has an Elisha in us. But it doesn't mean Elisha doesn't have thoughts. Let me get on. This, I don't want to stay here too long. The text says, after that, he shut the door. He prayed. He went up and lay on the child and put his mouth on his mouth. His mouth on his mouth. I want you to understand that this is significant. It's significant. From a biblical perspective, throughout Scripture, the mouth represents breath, word, spirit, revelation, communication, life. Genesis 2:7. The Lord God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. The text says, and man became a living soul. This mouth-to-mouth ritual, this mouth-to-mouth connection, this mouth-to-mouth strategy is purposeful. Elisha recognizes the power of what the mouth produces. The Hebrew word ruach means breath, wind, spirit. When we breathe, we're breathing out breath. We're breathing out wind. It is believed, of course, according to the Pentateuch, the Torah, Jewish history, in their creation story, that the Creator breathed into the nostrils of the original Adam. This is what is believed. In the Greek, pneuma carries the same range of meanings in the New Testament as ruach does in the Old Testament. They are inseparable. Breath and spirit, family, are inseparable biblical images. The mouth also represents the Logos. In the beginning was the Word, or the Logos. Creation itself comes through divine speech, according to the Hebrew Bible. God speaks and reality responds. Hear me. The prophet's mouth, therefore, symbolizes participation in God's life-giving word. I want you to hear me. God's life-giving word. Where, again, you and I are one with God. You and I are part of God, and God is a part of us. You and I carry the spirit, the essence, the presence, and the power of God. When we speak, family, we're speaking life, or we have the ability to speak death. He's using his mouth not to form mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but to release life. I got to ask you the question, how are you using your mouth when things appear to be dead, dried up, or declining? Oh my goodness. That's a question for you. How are you using your mouth? Are you using it for life-giving purposes or to release death? We all know the text. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. What are we using it for? What are we using it for? Rabbinic literature frequently associates breath and the divine gift of life. Humanity lives because the Creator continually sustains the breath of life. Elijah's mouth touching the child's mouth becomes a vivid image of life confronting death. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I want you to type this in the comment section. My mouth is a creative mechanism. Type that in the comment section. My mouth is a creative mechanism. Yeshua said on one occasion, and I'll give some context later because I'm going to do a series of some teaching on that. He said, the words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Now, first of all, this doesn't just pertain to Yeshua. This pertains to all of us, especially those of us who know that we are spirits. We're always speaking as a spirit. I'm going to say it again. We are always speaking as a spirit. I know you look in the mirror and you see what we call this flesh. You see what we call the natural body, but you're speaking as a spirit through that body. You are a spirit speaking as the body, in the body, and through the body. There is life, and hear what I'm saying today. So catch this. This may sound crazy. We say death and life is in the power of the tongue. What I want you to know is that power is in the tongue. And that, watch this, that power that's in the tongue, it's alive. It has power to speak what we define as life, but it has power also as life to create death. Meaning from the life that is the power, death can be created as well. This prophet in symbolic form, as well as literal form, is seeking to empower by using the mouth first, empower with life. Empower with life. Being willing to confront death. Let's take it deeper. Here's a metaphysical perspective. Speech externalizes consciousness. Every word carries intention, meaning, identity. There are many metaphysical traditions teach that speech organizes experience by expressing deeply held beliefs. While the mechanism proposed differ across traditions, there is a broad agreement that habitual language shapes perception and behavior. All this going back to the mouth. Elijah first aligns his own life with the child before restoration occurs. I want you to type this in the comment section. Type this, ask yourself a question. How am I using my mouth every day? Type that in the comment section for me. How am I using my mouth daily? How am I using my mouth daily? I want you to type that in the comment section. How am I using my mouth daily? So many times we don't understand that when we see something we don't like and say that thing over and over and over and over again, the power you possess that's in your tongue, that's in you, that is expressed through the tongue, manifests in the situation as more of what you say it is. Stop saying I'm broke. I just don't have enough. I'm always seeming to just get by. I always seem to have more than enough, and then the bottom drops out. Stop saying as soon as it looks like things are going to change for me for the better, something always just happens to just, set me back. Stop saying stuff like that repeatedly. You shouldn't let it come out of your mouth, period, unless you're in a counseling therapeutic session and the counselor is going to help you reorganize your thinking, reorganize your heart, reorganize your thoughts, reorganize your perspective. But people live daily by just speaking stuff, not understanding that you are co-creating your reality with God. You are co-creating the experience that you're living. And again, your body is you. So your body is listening to everything you say to yourself. How are you using your mouth daily? And I know because we have not been taught this generationally. Because we have not been taught this generationally, people honestly believe that they can just say anything they want to say without consequences. People honestly think that idle talk and idle words are harmless. Idle talk and idle words aren't harmless. They carry containers of life itself, and they carry intention with it itself. I want you to hear me. Sometimes when you're sitting around and something hits you, it's because somebody's talking about you. Many times it might be a person in your family, a person connected to you. You don't know it in the moment they're talking about you. But you as a spirit are sensitive to that frequency and that vibration because it's you. When your name is called, when your name is mentioned, I want you to hear me. Hear what I'm saying today. I'm going to say this like this. I'm going to say this. I know you've never heard this before, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Every time your identity is mentioned, when I say name call, I mean your identity, you. Your spirit picks up the vibration, whether you are aware of it or not. And I'm not going to get into sounds, words, frequency again, but as it pertains to you and your identity, whenever your name is summoned in a conversation, it is known by you as spirit. Even if your conscious mind don't know it, your spirit knows it. I know you've never heard this before, but some of you all have experienced this. You have experienced feeling kind of down and depressed about something or discouraged about something, only to find out a week later, 2 months later, 3 months later, that somebody in your family was dragging you in a conversation or talking about you or had said something about you. You didn't know to connect two and two together in that moment. You didn't realize that that moment something hit your spirit. It was because somebody had pulled on your identity by invoking your name, by calling your name. You are the spirit that is attached to the identity of the one that they are talking about. I know we think this stuff is harmless and useless and doesn't impact us, but it does. You really should be careful with the stuff you allow to come out your mouth. No matter how many times, by thy words thou justify, by thy words thou art condemned. Another biblical text. I can go on and quote other texts. People still don't seem to get it. That your crazy talk produces a crazy material form, a crazy series of scenarios. Unless you reverse it, it's coming back. It can come back to you by your own creation because you created it. He decided to use his mouth to impart life, to give life. And I'm saying to folk today, no matter how dead or declining or unproductive it appears to be, speak life, breathe life. Eyes to eyes represents vision, perception. He put his eyes and lined his eyes with the child's eyes. It represents awareness. Eyes represent focus. Eyes represent understanding. Yeshua says, he who has eyes to see. Sight in scripture, often a metaphor for spiritual understanding. Ancient Hebrew thought the evil eye and the good eye were not merely about eyesight. They represented the condition of one's inner perception. How you see determines how you live. This is not just about the child seeing. This is about an impartation of the prophet's perception. Watch this. This is about the impartation of the prophet's perception, his perception of imbuing life into the child. The metaphysical meaning, consciousness follows perception. We do not merely see reality, we interpret it. The prophet's eyes upon the child's eyes symbolize restored vision. Death is supposed to lose the final word, but life becomes the dominant perception. When you see something like this Shunammite woman, in this case, now we're talking about the prophet, that looks the opposite of what your heart desires for it to be. Do you see or perceive based on the death, the decline, the desiccation, the dysfunction that is playing out before you, or is life your dominant perception? Oh my goodness. Is life your dominant perception? William James famously wrote, "My experience is what I agree to attend to." My experience is what I agree to attend to. I'm going to experience what I'm in agreement with. The prophet was not in agreement with the finality of what appeared to be the finality of somatic death. He decided that life would be his perception. Eye to eye, restored vision from death to life, restored life in this child. Eye to eye. It was mouth to mouth imparting life. It was eye to eye imparting perception. What is your dominant perception? I'm going to ask you the question. You don't have to type it. What is your dominant perception when things don't seem to be going your way? Whatever your dominant perception is when things don't seem to be going your way is your core belief, and it's most likely the thing you have been manifesting from for many, 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 many years. If it is, this always happens to me, I'm never going to get ahead, look like I'm just going to never reach my goals and my potential, and other people are going to always have and prosper more than me. That's your core belief. That's your dominant perception. Underneath, watch this, the positivity you're trying to live and project underneath, the positive words you're trying to speak underneath, the meditations that you are participating in, and the prayers and the other things, is that core belief that must be dissolved and destroyed. Life, watch this, winning, knowing that you're powerful, having an awareness that you're loved unconditionally, having an awareness that you have access to unlimited power, knowing that you are worthy of all things at all times ought to be your dominant perception. My goodness. Because there are going to be things that happen like it happened to the Shunammite woman, and like it happened to her husband, and like it happened to the prophet, that's going to challenge that. But you have got to know that you know that you know that all things are going to work together for the good. You've got to know that you know that you know that there's more power in you, and there is power in you, and more than enough power in you to master this situation and circumstance. Hands, put his hands on the child's hands, symbolizes action, work, authority, creativity, blessing. I'm going to shut it down in a minute. Throughout scripture, God's hand represents power. It represents deliverance. It represents covenant. It represents judgment. The laying on of hands becomes a symbol of blessing, commissioning, healing, and identification. In the ancient Eastern context, touch often communicated solidarity, transmission of blessing, or participation in another person's condition. Elisha's contact is total. He's sending a message through his contact that I'm delivering power, but I'm also in this with you. I'm also summoning something on your behalf. And at the same time, I'm identifying with where you are right now. Oh my goodness. In the metaphysical application, thought without action is incomplete. Vision without embodiment remains unrealized. The hands represent lived expression. The prophet's actions match his prayer. Oh my goodness. Body upon body. This may be the most overlooked image. Check this out. The Hebrew text emphasizes that Elijah stretched himself upon the child. In other words, Elisha doesn't remain distant. He enters the child's condition. I need you to catch this. He enters the child's condition. I'm going to say something more about that in just a few minutes. Have you noticed in scripture how Moses identified with Israel? He entered their condition. He was a prince of Egypt. Have you noticed how the prophets identify with the people. In this case, like Elisha does. Have you noticed how Yeshua identified with humanity? Have you noticed how Paul speaks of believers sharing in Christ life and suffering? That's participation. Have you noticed how life is communicated through relationship? I want you to hear me. We've got to, whether we like it or not, if you're going to be an effective change agent, you got to enter into the condition. Check this out. Many times, and I've shared this with you before, in the thousands of people I prayed for in over 30 some years of ministry, many times I knew when a person was healed because I could feel their misery and feel their pain temporarily. I had to be willing to connect on a spiritual, mental, and physical level as I engaged with prayer with them. There would be a temporary transference before there was an ultimate release in the person. Catch what I'm saying today. You can't help a poor person if you're not willing to enter into their conditions. You can't help a person that's struggling if you're not willing to enter into their struggle, their suffering with them. You can't help a person that's in pain if you're not willing to enter into their pain with them. Hey, I need somebody to hear what I'm saying. The prophet is saying, I'm not too good to connect. I'm not too good to interface. I'm not too good to enter. Even where you are in the state of death, in the state of lifelessness, I'm going to enter this. I'm going to interconnect with you in the state that you are in. It's Martin Buber who argued that genuine transformation occurs through an authentic encounter. Watch this. An I-thou relationship rather than another as an object of I-it. In other words, it's got to be I-thou, not I and then it. No, we're in this together. He doesn't treat this child as if it's a problem that he's got to solve. He is encountering the person where they are. I need you to catch what I'm saying today. If, watch this, you really want to be a blessing, if you really want to see people's lives change, if you really want to help your community, you've got to enter the condition. You've got to connect with the condition. You've got to yourself not be afraid to touch the condition, to spread yourself out over the condition, to be able to change the condition. Check this out. Check this out. Notice this sequence. Notice this sequence. I got a few more minutes left. Can I take a few more minutes? Can I take a few more minutes? Notice how the child is not immediately restored. Did y'all notice that? How the child is not immediately restored. This is a problem with an instant society. Now, I don't have a problem with the microwave. It's just that some stuff I don't want to warm up in there. I prefer my stuff to go in the oven. Some things I don't mind. The other things, no, it's got to go in the oven. But listen. We live in a voice-activated society, a voice command society. Right now, you can speak and things happen. You can speak to Siri, and Siri will search out things for you. And Siri on the Apple iPhone or the Apple phones will find things for you. And then I think Google has its version. And again, I talked about the microwave. Stuff that used to take, hours to cook can be done in minutes, sometimes seconds, family, in a microwave. We don't have to right now. Some folk don't even have to type in a code on their phone, but through face recognition, you just lift the phone up and it scans your face and bam, it opens, your phone. And sometimes people use it to open other accounts, that they have. Hear what I'm saying today. We live in a time of what we call, it's been called modern convenience or convenience, but it's the reason why people become billionaires, because in one sense, they make things more convenient for people. But we live in a stage where people want stuff instantaneously, where people want stuff now. Watch this, where people judge success by how quickly something happens. There we go. People tend to judge success by how quickly something happens. The text says the flesh of the child became warm, but the child is still lifeless. I got to ask yourself the question. Why are you walking away when it warms up? It's warm, and that's not good enough for you. It's got to be hot for you. It's dead, but it's warm, but you say, I don't see nothing happening. It's dead, but it's warming up, and you're taking your hands off and throwing your hands up and giving up on it. I need you to catch what I'm saying. This is why observation and focus is necessary. The prophet knew if something moved from cold to heating up, that it's in the process of full manifestation. And I'm saying to somebody right now, it may be with your finances, it may be with your job search, it may be with your career, it may be with some things you're dealing with internally, it may be with, a desire for education, and it looks like it's cold, but all of a sudden you're getting offers. All of a sudden opportunities are presenting themselves. It might not be completely full-blown manifested yet, but you can touch it and sense that it's heating up. I want you to understand that when things start heating up, it's the stage that's about to take you to it being fully hot, fully warmed up, fully restored, fully recovered. Catch what I'm saying today. Do not despise the shift into the warm. Do not despise the fact that you've been speaking about something, you've been praying about something, you've been standing in your power about something. Come on now. And it looks like it's moving slow. Hear what I'm saying today. Slow is better than nothing. Catch this. Last but not least, recognize the signs of the shift. I want you to type this in the comment section. I must recognize the signs of the shift. I must recognize the signs of the shift. It is the warmth that precedes awakening. It is the warmth that precedes awakening. Check this out. Life returns before visible consciousness. Spiritually, this reminds us that transformation often begins beneath the surface. Many changes, family, occur before anyone sees external evidence. I want you to catch that. Did anybody catch that? Let me see how much time I got left. I think I might stop here. I want you to start recognizing the signs of the shift, family. Recognize the signs of the shift. Okay. I want you to see this again. Changes are occurring before anyone sees the external evidence. The external evidence. The wonderful thing I love about seeds that turn into whatever it is genetically, whether it's a seed to produce apples or a seed to produce oranges or a seed to produce pears, or a seed to produce cotton, whatever the seed is, when that seed is submerged in the earth, it is plunged into darkness. And sometimes, depending on the nature of that seed, you don't know for days, sometimes weeks, family, if the seed is really doing what it's supposed to do. And as I have shared with you before, as a matter of fact, some of you have heard about the wonderful story about the bamboo tree, how for, I can't remember how many years, 10 to 14 years, you basically only see a stalk. And then after that, it shoots up like within a matter of months to 10, 15, 20 feet. And when they examine the bamboo tree, they start realizing that its roots, family, were growing for years beneath the soil. Watch this. So whereas people were judging the success of the bamboo tree by what was on top of the ground for several years, which was very little, they failed to realize that below the ground was an extensive root system that was being developed. Come on here, somebody. Learn how, family, in this moment. Okay. Your finances, that full-blown manifestation, watch this, of 5,000, 6,000 a month, 10,000 a month. You haven't seen it yet, but you've seen an extra $50 come in here, extra $100, an extra opportunity, a cash app from this. Somebody sent you a Zelle. You save money at the grocery store. Come on now, somebody. You got a refund. Somebody gave you something for free. It's warming up. It's warming up. You got to know to that last job, but there are interests coming from other employers, from other situations. It's warming up. Yes, that glucose level was higher than what it should have been maybe the last time you visited the doctor, but you've noticed since you left the doctor that it's gone down by 5 points. Come on now. It's warming up. It's heating up. Observe that the miracle is shifting that situation, even if it's in increments, is shifting and growing it to the place of full-blown manifestation. Oh, I felt that. I feel that going through my body. I feel it right now. Catch what I'm just saying. Catch what I just said today. Something's happening within you right now. Matter of fact, I'm prophesying to somebody that something is happening in you right now. You may not have seen it. You may not have sensed it. You may not have felt it, but something is happening in you right now. The prophet, the text said, had to go back and forth. I believe it was 3 times, to and fro. And I'm going to stop here because I don't want to get into that right now. I'm going to get into that next week. I'm going to get into next week. But I'm going to close with this thing. I'm going to close with this. The text says that despise not the day of small beginnings. And what I want to say to somebody who's watching me now is do not despise the small signs, the small signals, even what some folks consider to be the crumbs. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I want you to hear what I'm saying. If you're praying for financial manifestation and you find a penny or a nickel on the ground, or you at a gas station or wherever you go, don't despise that. See that as a clue. See that as a sign that something is getting ready to be released. That prayer you just prayed, come on now, that meditation you just entered into, that what faith has already declared is already done. What you heard the voice of God speak within you and say is actually truth. Hear me. We don't just do a warmth check, we do a heat check. I want you to type this in the comment section. It's time for me to do a heat check. Type that in the comment section. It's time for me to do a heat check. Type that in the comment section. It's time for me to do a heat check. Type that in the comment section. It's time for me to do a heat check. I believe that there is something right now that's heating up to a full boil in your life. The full boil represents something great. Full restoration. Full manifestation. Come on here, somebody. It's heating up right now. Come on now. Is anybody hearing me with your spiritual ear today? I want you to take inventory on your life. Inventory. Revisit. It is well and all is well. Watch this. It is well that puts the prophet in the room with death and causes the prophet, who represents a higher alignment with source, a higher alignment with God, to start doing what it's doing right now in restoring the child to life. And I'm saying to you right now, don't despise changes. Don't despise gradual growth. Again, we live in a society, watch this, where people, we want it right now. Yes, in the spirit, when you embody it, you are it. But the truth be told, this present reality that you helped put here has to be removed for the new reality that's in you to reflect out there. Faith knows it's done in here first and is not so much concerned about what happens out there, because it knows if it maintains its stance and position, what happens out there will align with what it is in here. The gradual growth is a sign. The gradual improvement is a sign. The gradual upgrades, family, are signs. Hey, my God, somebody ought to be rejoicing. You know why you ought to be rejoicing? Because you've seen the gradual growth. You've seen the gradual shift. You've seen the gradual change. Some of you all are breathing a little better than what you're breathing. Your blood pressure is better than what it was before. Did you hear what I just said? Your state of mind is clearing up. Your memory is starting to return. Yeah. The opportunities in whatever fields of study that you want to happen, you're being led and guided down certain paths. Watch this. Even if it hadn't manifested full blown, you're still on the right path. And every single day, definitely every single week, something happens to remind you that it's heating up. Watch this. It's heating up to get up. I'm going to say it again. It's heating up to get up. It's heating up to manifest full-blown restoration. This is, hear what I'm saying today. This is a word for somebody. This is a word for somebody. This is something somebody needs to hold on to. Catch what I'm saying. You may be the child laying on the bed who has lost life, who has stepped out of the body. Hear me. You are the hope and the dream for somebody else. Let me shut this down right here. Do you realize that that child represents vision? That child represents the dream of the mother and the father. Catch what I'm saying today. I feel led to say this. I feel led to say this. I feel led to say this. You can't die right now. I'm going to say it again. You can't die right now. You can't stay dead. You can't stay dead. Did you hear what I just said? You can't stay dead. You can't die and you can't stay dead if you died. Do you know why? Do you know why I said what I said? This is why you got to keep swinging. This is why you got to keep pushing. This is why you got to remain consistent and persistent. This is why you have to keep advancing forward. This is why, even if it's inch by inch, you got to keep walking, because inches turned into feet, feet turn into yards, and yards turn into miles. This is why. You know why? You know you're not known around the world. No, everybody doesn't know who you are. But watch this. Like that young boy laying on that bed, you are somebody's vision. You are somebody's dream. You are somebody's love. Hey, your life will give happiness to somebody. Your life gives joy. Your very presence, your very being gives inspiration. Your very presence and your very being gives wisdom and instruction to somebody. Your very presence and your very being is going to impact somebody's life in a powerful way. I know what it's like to just want to give up and die and throw your hands up and say, this is it. But no, you got to come back. And I hear the voice, the Spirit of the living God saying to me right now in this moment, that some of you all are the child who's already crossed over, like Lazarus crossed over. But when you hear the voice, you got to come back. You got to come back, Jerry. You got to come back. You can't stay over there and say, oh, this is bliss. I'm going into the light. It's not your time. You got to come back, because there are words that must be spoken over people. You got to come back because there are things you've got to facilitate in other folks' lives. You've got to come back because there's some impartation you got to give to people around you. You got to come back because you will and are a living testimony, Trina. You have got to come back. It's heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up. And I'm prophesying this to you. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember when I was growing up. There was this basketball game we played. If somebody's in the comment section and you remember, put the name up. And it was a very popular game back in the day. And it was pro basketball players. I think it was like a 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. And if your player hit so many shots in a row, you would hear the announcer say, "He's heating up. He's heating up." And if he kept hitting shots, then the ball would turn into a blaze and the player would just light up. And he would hit every shot after shot after shot, be doing crazy dunks, soaring in the air, because he got to that level. As he was heating up, he got hot. And I'm prophesying to somebody right now that after you heat up, you're going to be on such fire. You're going to be on fire. You're going to be burning so bright. You're going to be burning so profoundly. You're going to be so abundant. You're going to be unstoppable. Woo-hoo. Oh my goodness, I feel this. I feel this so strong. I'm getting ready to pray. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. You're heating up right now. It's heating up right now. It's heating up. And Almighty, I thank you right now for those who are watching me, who've been in maybe some difficult, dark places, maybe some cold situations. But I came by here to let them know whether they are the Shunammite woman, the husband of the Shunammite woman, Gehazi, the servant, the child who lay on the bed, deceased, the prophet Elisha, that there is a grand, wonderful outcome for them all. And I bless you. And I thank you for the miracle of restoration, the miracle of shalom, shalom, the miracle of completeness. I give you glory. I thank you so deeply and intimately that this word is alive and well in every viewer and listener. It is in all is well. Thank you. As I remember the name, the power of the consciousness of Yeshua. Ashe, Ashe. It is so, and so it is. I want everybody to type in the comment section, it is well, and all is well. Come on, type it in the comment section. It is well, and all is well. Come on, type it in the comment section. It is well, and all is well. It is well, and all is well. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 it is. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Tell me real quickly how you're feeling and what you're sensing today in your heart. We speak supernatural restoration for Trina in her mind and in her body. The spirit is already powerful. The divine life, Yeshua's life, God life, be activated in her mind and body. I speak to the heart. I speak to the circulatory system. I speak to the tissue. I speak to the organs in Trina's body. And I'm in agreement with the tribe that it's beating better, it's beating stronger. The blood pressure is regulated. The sugar levels are regulated. Mm, mm, mm. The muscles and the limbs and tissue that may have been affected by the heart attack are restored. Even right now, I declare and I decree wholeness for Trina right now, right now, right now. Yeshua's name, his power, his way, and his example. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel something. I feel something. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, 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 yes. Trina, I felt like a little restriction, like in the chest, uh, tightness, but that's loosening up for you, Trina. That's loosening up for you. Your heart is beating better than ever before. Mm, yeah, better than ever before. Mhm. You're breathing. Not to say that it was bad, but I feel something in your breathing. It's getting better and better. Your wind is about to expand. Your ability to be able to walk from place to place. Yes, the body is adjusting, but it's going to adjust supernaturally, Trina. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We don't have to wonder why me. Just know that you are a living testimony. You are a living miracle. Hmm. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I thank you that every medical expense that may have been associated with this event in Trina's life is paid. No stress. No stress over any medical bills, Trina. Dadaba, Shaki, dadaba. No stress over any medical bills, Trina. No stress. No stress. Painful, 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 painful. You remember I said painful. Remember I said painful. I see like organizations getting involved. I see something working right now as I speak to retire any bill you may have had associated with it. And I don't know what your setup is, and I don't have to know. I know what I see by the Spirit. White, totally clean, zero balance. And I also thank you for steady streams of income for Trina that are sustainable, long term. As four rivers, they say, flowed out of the garden. Let these represent streams of income for Trina. And I bless you. And I praise you. It is so, and so it is. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know why I hear this. I don't know why I hear this, Brenda, but I hear the Spirit saying, treat yourself better. And now, what I hear the Spirit saying coming behind that, Brenda, is love yourself more, Brenda. Love yourself more. That's what I hear the Spirit saying. Self-love. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Sometimes when you spin with guilt. Sometimes when it's time to do something for yourself, you hold back. But this self-pampering thing is necessary. It's necessary. There is a rebuilding of youth, of you. And that rebuilding begins with you loving you. The reason I said that is you know the divine, you know the creator, you know God loves you unconditionally. So that's not an issue. It's you just living and flowing in that love every single day. You deserve the best of the best. And as you open your heart up to walk in that mindset consistently, daily, this universe is aligning with you. Vacations are coming, extra opportunities to celebrate yourself. You already celebrate others. That's not an issue. But talking about celebrating yourself, this is just coming to me while we're on. Embrace that. Sometimes we've experienced people who have not been the best role models in helping us love ourselves and embrace ourselves and own who and what we are, the good and the bad. But you deserve to love all of you. And the Spirit is saying to me that as you express that love for you, God, the divine, the universe, is going to reciprocate. Hey, my goodness, my goodness. And I'm going to just speak this right now. I see 7 days and 14 days. So I hear the Spirit saying you choose, because I don't know if you've done this in a while, but it represents like a trip or a vacation. I see two. I'm not saying there aren't more options, but I see two, 7 days and 14 days. But you're going to choose. 7 came to me first and then 14. Maybe you're going to have both, but you get to choose. And I hear all expense paid. So I'm not sure if extra money is going to come in for you and it'll be paid for before you leave, or if somebody else is going to pay it. I'm telling you what I hear now. It's going to be paid for. You're not going to pinch any pennies for this trip or for this travel. It's all paid for, Brenda. Your trip, your vacation. And I speak this to Trina too. I speak this to Trina too. I speak this to Linda Nelson also. Trips that are paid for. Oh, I feel it. I sense it. I mean, a real where you can relax. You can sleep late in that hotel, that condo, whatever it is, that Airbnb. You can get out. You're going to get out and shop. If you're near a beach, you're going to lay out on the beach, whatever. But it's going to be so restorative. It's going to be restoration of your mind, your body. Oh, my goodness. That's you too, Linda. Somebody's going to pay for you to come. They're going to pay for you to come. They're going to pay for you to go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to release you all today. Shalom, blessing, and you can give. As you see the giving opportunities at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for your offerings in advance. I'm so thankful and so grateful for you. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing and nothing broken. It is well, and all is. Thank you for being a part of this journey of awakening and transformation. Support the Light Through Revolution, Inc. by liking, sharing, and giving. Cash App $AG Green and $AG Green Enterprises. You can also give by Zelle. Anthony G. Green at hotmail.com is what you use. And Chime, $Anthony/Green/336. If you haven't joined as a member of Patreon, now is a good time. We're a spiritual community that's evolving, transforming, and ascending. If you like what you have seen and heard, connect with us. It's time to vibe with your tribe. Also take time to visit theaggreen.com for the latest developments and explore divinespeciesshop.com for spiritual tools to elevate your life. Your love and support helps keep this mission alive.